This video and this information could change your life. Just sit back, relax, and treat this video like a podcast and just pay attention. Hear me out for just a few minutes. Enjoy. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a Rndr breakdown, okay? That is what I am going to be doing today in this video. So if we quickly look at the weekly and we just zoom out, we can see that pretty much this is the all-time high right here at 820. If we quickly go back, right, and then we go to the hourly. The one thing that is weird, which I saw in multiple time frames, is when I go in the hourly, the blue line suggests that that is the all-time high, but coin market cap and everything has said that it's not, and the chart on the daily says it's not, but it's a little weird. So that is the weird things. But if we go to back to the weekly, we actually unzoom, my bad, not unzoom, there we go. So let's say this is the all-time high, the blue line. One thing we can look for is pretty much an order block candle, right? An institutional candle. And as you can tell, we absolutely see that. It's very clear on the 30-minute and the 45-minute. So if we go into 30-minute and we pretty much just draw it out, right? We could do this and we can see we play right into it right now. And here's the thing with this coin. So when we go on the 4-hour, one thing I can notice is if we take away the wicks, the closings are all here. So what does this say for me? That pretty much this is the closing resistance for the 4-hour chart. When we look at the 3-hour, the 2-hour tells pretty much the same picture. The 1-hour doesn't. However, you got to remember, the higher the time frame, the more value it has pretty much. So look, 8-hour, pretty much all the same thing, right? This is the absolute big area that we have to break is the $7.62 area, and we got to keep going up. Look, even on the daily, right? The daily. So that's the thing with this coin right now, that this is an area we're trying to break out of. If we bring that back to wicks, we could see that a key area in terms of support is pretty much around the $7.15. Now, the 12-hour does also give us a lot of information. We can see rejection, and pretty much more or less it's like this area, right? Like I said, almost 712 mark. So 707 to 712 is pretty much the big support. And while this is pretty much the big resistance, so if we mark this up like this, we're pretty much consolidating, going sideways and looking to see where we're going to go. Now, for the longer term, shorts would be better. Shorts even going to pretty much this order block right here, this would be better to have some kind of retracement. And if when we do have that retracement, right, we could also see something like this, a breakout, and then we can start going to the upside, right? However, you got to remember, Bitcoin is quite fairly high, and although this isn't about Bitcoin, most coins move with Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin just hit 64,000, rejected off that, and now it's currently at $61,000. So we got to see how Bitcoin's going to play, because if Bitcoin rejects this area and does have some kind of pullback, you know, even just a couple thousand, then we can definitely see Rndr breaking below the $7.12 mark, and pretty much, like I said, going to this area right here where we marked up this area, or on a bigger time frame, right? When we look at the daily, talk about massive pullback would be to $5.30. Now, me personally, I still have some moolah on the side, and if you guys are looking to buy Rndr, I'd personally, of course, want it to go down because I want a better price. So I'd be looking, once again, pretty much at $7.35. I'd be looking to get in, dollar cost average. And if market structure still suggests we go to the downside, then maybe we can go all the way down to $5.30, which then I would do a bigger position. We shouldn't break past this point, just even based off fundamentals and structure, because if we start breaking past this point, going lower and lower, that is not a good sign just in terms of technical analysis. Let's see, anything on the weekly, 2-week. Let's see. I mean, some people could say, oh, into this little order block, but 430, I mean, that's a whole nother dollar. But I personally wouldn't be looking at that area just yet, right? We're still a long way from that area. So right now we are consolidating. However, let's say things do break up to the upside. Pretty much, I mean, we're going to be cleared to launch off, right? So do that. Let's do this, right? We will break through this area. Then we'll probably retest probably on the hourly or 4 hour. And if we pretty much say, okay, we want this to be the new floor, I mean, we can start going anywhere. We have the whole world to explore, right? I mean, there's nothing for us. There's no data to stop us. There are no resistance areas. So, I mean, we're going to be free. And Rndr can really just start popping off, right? It's not going to have like a big run, like to $100, like to $100 in like a week. But it could go up to like, let's say $13. And from $13, it could slow down a little bit, some kind of retracement, start going sideways again, expansion up. And then same thing can be happening, right? Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, and then when altcoin season pops off and comes in to play, I mean, this thing can go absolutely high. But as of right now, at this current moment, we're consolidating and we got to pay attention, and if we don't break the $7 and pretty much 10-cent mark and start trading below it, we should be fine. If we start trading above the $7.62 mark and start closing above it, that is a very good indication. And especially once we break pretty much $7.90 and start trading above it, like I said, moon, baby.